On today's show, Chicago Bears Now, we're going to break down 3 offensive tackles that the Bears have been linked to and kind of explore who the best fit could be, pros and cons to all 3 of these players. So stay tuned for that. Appreciate you guys for watching today's show. I am Harrison Graham, and if you guys could do a favor for me, I think that would be awesome. Share this video on social media. That way more Bears fans can see this show and our channel as a whole, and hopefully we can grow this channel here at Chat Sports. I want to get as many Bears fans as possible in this Bears Now community. So go ahead and share this video. And if you share this video specifically on Twitter by clicking the share button, selecting the Twitter icon, click post to Twitter, and then tag me in the tweet, I will retweet your share on social media. So tag me in your tweets as you share the video, and I will give you a retweet. All right, let's kind of break this down. 3 offensive tackles have been linked to the Bears, including a couple more as well, but we're going to focus on these 3 today. Let's start with Jawaan Taylor, who we've talked some about, but not as much as maybe some other shows have around the Chicago Bears. ESPN named Taylor as the one player the Bears must sign. That was kind of the premises of the article. One player every team must sign in free agency. Here's Aaron Schatz of ESPN saying, quote, the Bears have a lot of needs. Protecting Justin Fields is certainly a big one. Fields runs his way into a lot of sacks, but the offensive line last season was not helping things. Improved run blocking would also be a plus. Enter the 25-year-old Taylor, who was excellent last season. So yeah, you could say enter Jawaan Taylor, but I don't know if he improves your run blocking. He was a good pass blocker last year, well above average, did a good job protecting Trevor Lawrence, but his run blocking based on Pro Football Focus's grades, which, listen, that's their system. You know, other evaluators might disagree, but based on their grading scale, he was atrocious as a run blocker. 5 sacks allowed, 7 penalties. That's not too bad. Those are pretty decent numbers there. Why Taylor is conflicting? Well, protecting Justin Fields, especially as a passer, is a priority. So you'd say, okay, he's a good pass blocker, maybe the best available pass blocking right tackle. But this team wants to run the football still, not only just with Fields, but Khalil Herbert, David Montgomery, or someone else, depending on if Monty returns. This team is built to be able to run the rock, and can Taylor improve as a run blocker? Maybe it's a scheme thing. Maybe he'd fit better in this scheme. It's hard to say for sure, but while he's a good pass blocker, he hasn't been a great run blocker, especially the past 2 seasons, and really especially this past year in 2022. Now, do you want the Bears to sign Jawaan Taylor? Type S for sign or P for pass. Cast your votes in the comment section below. Would you like to see the Chicago Bears sign Jawaan Taylor? Next up is Mike McGlinchey, who has probably been the most commonly linked name to the Bears on the offensive line. He told KNBR Radio this morning that he expects to sign with the team pretty much right away. He thinks that he will be on a roster quickly and that he will not return to San Francisco. So we'll dive into that, some more specifics from McGlinchey and what his fit could look like. But today's show is sponsored by Athletic Greens. You can get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. I started taking AG1 by Athletic Greens a couple of months ago, and I've never felt more energetic. Toward the end of the football season, I need a little pick-me-up. AG1 was able to help me do that, and now with free agency and draft season here, I've got all the energy that I need. Not only is AG1 helping me get back into good habits, I'm already seeing better digestion as well. Improving my gut health is something that I've needed to do, and now that's happening with a single scoop every single day. Covering my nutritional basis for the day literally could not be easier, which is why I trust Athletic Greens. I just mix 1 small scoop of AG1 with water and drink it first thing in the morning. Boom, done, that easy. I also like that it costs less than $3 per day. Pretty good deal. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients, a win-win. So, if a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you 1 free year of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs when you use our link below at checkout. So go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports, athleticgreens.com/chatsports. You'll feel better overall with your body, and you'll just feel better about yourself too, because Athletic Greens, very healthy product there. AG1, one simple scoop a day. Check the link in the comments and in the description. All right, back to McGlinchey. Here was the full quote from him on KNBR. He says, we got a lot of intel coming off of the week of the NFL Combine and all that stuff, what's going on, what we can expect to happen. I think once Monday hits, I'll probably have a pretty quick deal and a pretty quick decision to make and hopefully be signed by the first day. So he's basically saying there, he knows he's going to have interest from probably multiple teams right away when free agency opens on Monday, and that he'll probably pick a team on that first day. Now, you look at his Pro Football Focus grades, kind of more well-rounded, right? Like overall grade, 71.5. Pass blocking, he's not a great pass blocker, but I would put him in like the average category there. Run blocking, he's a solid run blocker. Probably not as good of a run blocker as Taylor is a pass blocker, but he's solid. Gave up 6 sacks, did have 10 penalties. He can be a little bit grabby, and I think last year he struggled a bit as a pass blocker because he was coming off that torn ACL, so I don't know if he had quite that drive off that knee. But what he brings to the Bears specifically is, number one, and maybe most important, is scheme. Luke Getzey's offense is very similar to a Shanahan system, so he would fit in right away. The learning curve would not be massive there. He's a solid run blocker. He's okay as a pass blocker. Hopefully a further year removed from ACL surgery. He'll get a little bit better there too as well. But keep that in mind also. He blocked for a bunch of guys in San Francisco that didn't have a lot of mobility. You think Jimmy Garoppolo, Brock Purdy fairly mobile, but not much. Trey Lance didn't play a lot, so Justin Fields would have a ton of mobility. So you don't need your right tackle to be a dominant pass blocker. You just need serviceable. You can't have Larry Borum over there. So keep that in mind as well. I would say this. Out of these 3 guys, McGlinchey's probably the safest option. The next name is the most intriguing and probably the best overall talent. But just if you want a solid right tackle that fits in schematically and you know what he brings to the table, that kind of is Mike McGlinchey to a T. You'll probably have to overpay him, but that's just business when it comes to NFL free agency. Now, daily YouTube videos here on Chicago Bears Now is what we offer. That is our promise to you here on the channel. So if that's something you're interested in for 100% free, by the way, go ahead and subscribe. We'll continue to bring you the latest Chicago Bears news and rumors, free agency buzz, draft coverage. We've got it all. It's youtube.com/Bears Now. Join the family here at Chicago Bears Now. Let's get to the last name here, and certainly a wild card, and that's Orlando Brown, who, again, did not get franchise tagged by the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs would like to re-sign him, but they want long-term certainty there, so they might be willing to let him hit the open market by Monday. If a long-term deal isn't reached by then, he obviously will hit the open market. Bleacher Report named Brown as the Bears' dream signing for NFL free agency, and I would put Orlando Brown more into that dream category, and I'll explain why here in just a second. Here's Alex Ballantyne of Bleacher Report saying Brown only allowed 4 sacks at left tackle last season. From week 10 on, he had the 3rd best PFF pass blocking grade among left tackles. Brown is an earth mover in the run game and has experience blocking for Lamar Jackson from his time in Baltimore. Braxton Jones played really well for a 5th-round rookie last season, but this move would allow the Bears to see if he can fit over on the right side. Brown makes too much sense to pass up. I want to hit the Braxton Jones note. That remains unclear to me. I have not seen Ryan Poles, at least I haven't. If you guys have, let me know. Make a comment as to whether or not he feels Braxton Jones can move to right and whether or not that's even under consideration. They may have determined as a franchise, Braxton Jones, our left tackle, nothing that'll happen will change that. Who knows? I would hope there's some flexibility there, but that is unclear. Now, when it comes to Orlando Brown, Ballantyne is right that midway through this past season, he started to play a lot better. He actually started pretty slow this year for the Chiefs. Remember, he held out because he wanted that long-term deal, so he skipped all of training camp, so that probably led to a slow start. He's a really good player. I've consistently said I don't think he's reset the market good, but he is very good. But the question is, would he be willing to play right tackle again? He played his first couple of seasons at right tackle with the Baltimore Ravens, but he wanted to switch to left tackle because left tackles get paid more. Again, that kind of brings you to Chicago. Okay, could you, A, convince him to play right tackle, or could Braxton Jones flip to right tackle? I don't think Orlando Brown would agree to play right tackle unless you sit him down and say, hey, we're going to pay you left tackle money. We're going to make you the second or third highest paid tackle in the league. We just want you playing right tackle. Then maybe he's like, okay, cool. I'm getting paid like a left, but I'll play right. No big deal. No problem. But it does feel like a long shot. I think Orlando Brown's a long shot. The one reason I think there's a chance is Ryan Poles was in the Chiefs front office when they traded for Orlando Brown, so he would know what Orlando Brown's all about. I have questions about the scheme fit. Brown's more of a bruiser, and Poles wants more agile, athletic offensive linemen. So does that come into play? You would have to think it does a little bit. I don't think he's going to be the player the Bears sign, but you never know. We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. So prediction time. Out of these three guys, who do you think is the most likely to sign with the Bears? Because you wouldn't sign multiple of these guys, because I do think Braxton Jones will be one of your starting tackles. Type JT for Jawaan Taylor, MM for Mike McGlinchey, or OB for Orlando Brown. Predict for us who you think is most likely to sign with the Bears. And I do want to just kind of quickly mention, don't forget about Caleb McGarry. The Bears blog predicted that they would sign him, so you never know what's going to happen. We don't know what Poles is thinking completely, but there is a lot of buzz about investing in a right tackle early on in free agency, so I do think it's a safe bet that will happen, but McGarry is one of the top free agent right tackles, so he could be in the mix as well. All right, that's going to do it for Bears Now here on Thursday. We might have another video later. If not, we will have something tomorrow for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Again, share this video on social media. I will give everyone a retweet who does share this video, and we'll see you next time here on Chicago Bears Now.